Hello, hello. What's up, everyone? I'm Sade. Thank y'all for joining me back on my channel, Hidden Alchemy. If it is your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I am a content creator focusing on physical well being, spiritual well being, and just helping people dive into deeper levels of self confidence as well as self awareness. So if you love the content that you are viewing on my channel, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear from you. And you can get in contact with me on my website, which is in the description box below. If you would like a reading, if you would like one-on-one coaching, I am a yoga teacher, a Pilates teacher, a meditation teacher, all of the mystical things. Go ahead and head over to my website where you can find more of my work. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and dive into this video. We are talking about having your rising sign in the sign of Pisces. That was a lot. Having Pisces in your first house, Pisces Ascendant, Pisces Rising. If you have not seen any of my videos on what the sun, moon, and rising is, go ahead and check those out, because this is not if you have your sun in the sign of Pisces. This is not if you have your moon in the sign of Pisces. This is if you are a Pisces Ascendant, Pisces Rising, Pisces in the first house. Now, let's go ahead and dive into this. Now, Pisces in the first house. I'm not even going to lie. This is a beautiful placement, but a very challenging placement. And just because a placement is challenging doesn't mean it's less beautiful and less powerful than anything else. It's just that there's a little bit more to grasp and work with this type of placement. I have known many of people with Pisces in the first house. My sister's a Pisces sun. I know people who are Pisces moon. So I really am understanding of this placement and how these folks really like to move into the world. Now, your rising sign really describes how you like to move in the world, how you like to view the other 11 houses in your chart, and the first impression that most people really receive from you. Now, the first house is the natural ruler of Aries. Aries is a masculine fire sign, and the sun likes to be in the first house. So when you think about that, and then we go ahead and we describe Pisces. Pisces is feminine. Pisces is water. Pisces is mutable, ruled by Jupiter, modern day ruler Neptune. When you think about those two dichotomies, you already can tell that, all right, we have a water element in a fire house. So we have our feelings in the house where we need to be acting. We have a feminine sign in a masculine house. So we're moving more passive in the world in a house where we need to be more active. So right there and then you can see where Pisces risings have a challenge just off rip, right? Just by being a Pisces rising, because they move in the world with this watery, dreamy, imaginative, mystical, beautifully artistic energy. But the first house likes to initiate itself through action, through movement, through energy, vitality, and ego. So these are people who really have such a compassionate way of viewing the world and moving in the world. And this is why they can sometimes meet people that can either appreciate them for their big heart and their big compassion and their lovely imagination, or they meet people that see all these great qualities of them and really benefit from taking advantage of them because they have this big heart. Now, just because a Pisces rising has this compassionate side doesn't mean that they can't lean into their other side, right? But usually Pisces risings lean into that jaded or more closed off side because of how much they have been taken advantage of, because they have this great gift of being able to feel what other people are going through. These are people that a situation, they can feel a situation happen before it happens, because it is that water energy. It is that yin energy. They're sensing what other people are feeling, but what other people might not even be consciously aware of. And the reason of this is because Pisces rules our subconscious mind. It rules our dream state. It rules our imagination. So these are people that can really be psychic in their awareness and their ability to walk into an environment, to be around a group of people and to feel what other people are feeling, but what other people will refuse to say. And this is a very powerful side of this placement because they have this psychic ability and this psychic gift. Now, because Pisces is water, even though they feel these things, they might be very passive in their approach towards action and towards movement, which can get very frustrating for them because they can kind of have a hard time at feeling like they're receiving the things that they want. But the reality is, because they have this imaginative way of how the world should be, that's very big for Pisces rising folks, how the world should be, right? Because they like to lead from their heart and lead from their belief systems. Pisces is naturally ruled by Jupiter. Modern day Neptune, Jupiter rules our philosophy, our spiritual beliefs, our philosophy that we live our life by. So these folks like to move from that place of, I believe that the world should be this way. I believe that we should help people. I believe in this, which takes away from their ability to see the world for what it actually is and to be a player in that. Pisces rising folks can care less about climbing the ladder in terms of stomping on other people just to get ahead. They don't care about that. They would rather get ahead with their friends and have a good time because they are that peaceful sign. And when people meet Pisces rising folks, they have this warm nature to them that feels inclusive. That's definitely something I would say. People with Pisces rising and even people with Aquarius rising, it's this energy of inclusivity. And because they have this inclusiveness and this non-judgmental nature, a lot of people can really feel safe in their presence, regardless of their intentions. They feel safe with a Pisces rising person because they know that they're really not judging them. They're seeing them from a place of compassion. But it's the same place of compassion that Pisces risings move from that can really harm them sometimes because they believe in people. They believe in the goodness of people. But we have to get to the reality of how the world works and how people work, which is more so psychologically based, right? Rather than just the heart. So these folks have to really work on setting boundaries so that the greatness of them can really shine through. And let's go ahead and dive into the greatness of Pisces rising folks. So beyond their compassionate nature, they have this psychic ability and this psychic awareness, and they can use that psychic awareness to heal people. Pisces are known to be the healers of the zodiac as well as Virgo. And with being the healers of the zodiac, they're also the martyrs, right? The selfless servers. They can give and give and give and hold so much space for people. Of course, once the boundaries are set and once they're able to see their worth, see their value, and set those boundaries, Pisces can really shine in healing others through the arts. Pisces naturally rules the feet. So these are people who can be great dancers. These are people who can be great singers because the first house is how our body likes to initiate itself into the world. So because Pisces has this dreamy nature, this artistic nature, they can very sure use their voice as a way to entertain and a way to heal. These are people who can be great painters, great drawers, great poets, right? Great comedians as well, because comedy, laughter is a way to heal. So these are healers. These are people who can use their compassionate heart and their psychic ability to tap into their artistic gifts and use their artistic gifts as a form of healing for others. Because whether you're a Pisces rising or a Virgo rising, you are here to serve. So finding your gift and using it to serve others with boundaries is what's really going to help these folks as well. Now, another thing about Pisces risings, because Pisces rules our imagination and it rules boundlessness, it's the last zodiac sign, it's all the way at the end. So it rules this boundlessness of creativity, this boundlessness of love, of compassion. These are people who can be really great teachers, again, as healers, but great teachers with leading and guiding others to a spiritual practice, to a belief system, right? And to humanitarian efforts. What are things that we can create and do for others for the sake of humanity, for the sake of serving others? They can really teach and guide people that might have a hard time finding their purpose or a hard time finding, joy in life. These are very, I wouldn't say that Pisces rising folks are folks that don't have a joyous nature. Like, no, these are folks that really like to live life with an open heart and have a good time. And because they have this openness of their heart, they can really teach other people who might have had a harder time in their life, right? We all have our things. They can really guide and teach people on how to let go, have that compassion, forgive. This is a very forgiving placement. These are people who are big forgivers, which is why they can lead with so much openness and lead with belief and lead with imagination and so much love. So, all in all, such an amazing sign, such an amazing placement, even though it has its challenges. Everything has its challenges. But please let me know if you are a Pisces rising. I would love to hear how this video resonated with you. And if it didn't, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my website if you have any other questions. And I will see you for my next video.